My name is Sister Maria Teresa, and I've been a Franciscan Sister of the Renewal since 2005. I'm originally from Michigan, and this is really the last thing I ever expected to be doing with my life. When I was growing up, I was training to become a professional tennis player, and eventually I went on to play tennis in college on a scholarship, and then I was studying political science, thinking I would go to law school, when God broke into my life in a really powerful way, when I encountered Him truly present in the most blessed sacrament, when I was in a chapel on a mission trip in Honduras, and it changed my life forever. After that, I just wanted to be in relationship with Jesus, and I was praying every day. I would just go into the chapel on campus and sit and say, Jesus, I want to know you. Teach me how to pray. And through daily Mass and monthly confession, I was really growing in my relationship with the Lord. But I always just expected that I would become a good Catholic married woman with a big family and be normal like everybody else. But I found myself on a date with the young man that I was dating at the time. We've been dating for a couple of months, and I found myself, while he was talking one day, daydreaming about how I could go and make a holy hour, how I could spend more time with Jesus. And I thought, oh no, there's something wrong with me. I found the desires of my heart were starting to change. So I went to a priest and I said to him, Father, I think there's something wrong with me. I don't know if I want to date anymore. I'm thinking about breaking up with my boyfriend. And he said, well, why? Let's talk about why. And I began to describe to him the desires of my heart, and I had been falling in love with Jesus, and I didn't realize that was even an option. And he said to me, have you ever considered that God might be calling you to religious life? And I said to him, religious what? So, I'd never even seen a sister, so this was really not on the radar screen. And he began to describe to me that God makes some people with a heart that's meant to be undivided for Him. And I had never heard of this before, and so I continued to pray, and through continuing to receive the Eucharist every day and going to confession regularly, I fell more and more in love with Jesus, to the point where I felt I have to give my life to Jesus. It's all I want to do. I have to find a way to give my heart. But then it was about finding a community. And after I graduated from college, I moved to Honduras, and I lived in a lay missionary community for a year and continued to grow in my faith and my prayer life. And I was serving the poor. And I really felt like that was the way that Jesus wanted me to encounter Him. And it was through that time in Honduras that I actually met our brothers, the Franciscan Friars of the Renewal, and they told me about our sisters. And I said, you have sisters? Where are they? What do they do? And he said, well, they're in New York. And so I called. And of course, that's the scariest thing ever, is calling the Vocation director. And the first time I called, I hung up. Because I was so nervous. But the second time, I spoke to the sister, and she was so kind, and really we had a wonderful conversation, and I felt really at ease with her, and she invited me on a visit. And while I was here visiting with our sisters, I felt at home. It was like a hand fitting in a glove. I felt like, these are my people. Like, I could be with these people. I can imagine myself a sister in community with these women. They're so joyful, and they love Jesus with all their heart. And I loved our prayer life. It was exactly what I was looking for. And so through one more visit, where the Lord really, it was just solidifying my desire and my confidence that this is where He was calling me. Thanks be to God, I entered in 2005, and I made my final vows in 2012, and now I'm married to the King of the universe for all eternity.